And now a few minutes for us to reflect on the reason why we're here and the namesakes of whom this banquet is named. May I introduce Dr. Bettie Rose Horne. Dr. Horne has had a very distinguished career in education, including being one of the longest-serving members on the South Carolina Commission on Higher Education. Dr. Horne.
Actually, I'm a has-been, and some people think I never was. So I have been given an impossible task by Ann Gumby, who doesn't mind handing them out. She gave me 5 minutes to talk about 3 of the most important people that have ever come out of the county, and Bill Kimler whispered in my ear, cut it short and get us back on the schedule. So I am. I'm going to give you a choice, if you agree with them. I had 3 sheets of information that Ann gave me. She has prepared an insert with more information about these 3 individuals, and I wrote up 4 pages myself. How many of you would like to hear me read all of that? Let me see your hand, please. Come on, don't be shy. Or I could tell you a story. Which would you rather? Let me see your hand if you just want to hear a story. Okay, some of you just wish I'd sit down. I'll do that too. When I came to South Carolina, one of the first people I met was Senator Floyd Nicholson. He's been a source of inspiration to me for many years, and I know he has for you as well. And so one of these days, I hope his name is going to be on this program for Drummond, Carnell, Mays, Nicholson. He's a great man. He really is. I bought him a cup of coffee the other day, and I said, tell me what you think the purpose of politics is anyway. And he was quick. He was quick. Help the people. Help the people. Thank you, Senator. You always helped us, and I appreciate you for that. I want to tell you that it was a disaster when I came here. And during the 1970s and 80s, when we were trying to build a program at Landry University, the mills, 95% of all the mills in South Carolina were departing to China and India. And so we had a great Democratic governor at the time, Richard Riley, who served from 78 till 87 during that terrible time. And so that was the time when thousands and thousands of South Carolinians were unemployed. Greenwood Mills was departing rapidly. Regal Mill totally closed down. And it was the time of food banks. And we are back under Republicans once again to food banks and crises with people all across America. So I want you to remember that people like John Drummond, Senator John Drummond, and Representative Marion Carnell believed what Senator Nicholson says. We're here for the people. So rather than read all those pages of things that they did, let me just ask you to put your hand up. I suspect every person in this room, your life has been impacted in some way by these wonderful 3 people we're honoring tonight. Put your hand up, please, if you have either. Wait now, that was good. I love eager beavers, don't you? Give them a hand. They'd probably make an A in my class. I love the eager beavers. If you have had some connection with Piedmont Technical College, you went there, you have a family member that did, or you know somebody that went to Piedmont Technical College, please put your hand up. Let me say, look at that. Is that amazing? How many of you are veterans? Yes, I know a veteran. I am a veteran. All right, they help veterans. How many of you have any knowledge of connection with the Burton Center? Burton Center, you know someone, you work there, somebody you work, good for you. How many of you have associations with Self-Regional Healthcare? You work there, you know somebody that does, you've been there. Oh, come on, I know you've all been there. We're all old and sick. Come on, put those hands up. Yeah. How about vocational rehab? You've had a connection there. Put your hand up. How about Landry University? You've had a connection of some sort. You went there, your children did. Look at all of the people that John Drummond and Representative Marion Carnell and Senator Nicholson have assisted in their lives because they believe that government is there to help the people. And one was a grocery salesman, one was a coach, one was an oil salesman. So every life counts. And so you've got two good candidates up here tonight, and we want you to remember it's for the people. And I know you will, Dr. Wright and Dr. Johnson. Benjamin Mays, quickly, you can't tell this man's life. Born in Epworth, about 10 miles away from where you live in Greenwood County. He was the son of former slaves. Both his parents were slaves. They lived in a log cabin that Chris Thomas and Lois Sarton worked so hard to bring up to the Greens complex, and they have just made it into a beautiful site of learning, and I hope you will go there sometime. Dr. Mays had 3 important contacts with Greenwood County. Think about what these were. When that young man was 4 years old, there was a group of marauding white men, probably Klansmen, that were involved in the Phoenix riot that came to his house and insisted that his father come out and bow down to them, and they were shooting off guns. And they later killed 8 people around Epworth. One of them was Dr. Mays' cousin. After he left and was educated across America and distinguished himself in every way, he came home, Lloyd tells me, when he was 21, and his father asked him to step over to the post office and pick up the family mail. And when he was a 21-year-old student at South Carolina State, where he was still a high school student, he stepped into the post office, and a white man who's a medical doctor slapped him in the face. Then in 1973, after Landry University had been helped into the state system by the senator and the representative, the first award that was given was an honorary doctorate to Dr. Benjamin Mays. And he said, after he was awarded the degree and given the cape, he said, "This is the first time I have felt at home in my home." What a marvelous coming back he made. He made and helped thousands and thousands of people, as have all 4 of our honorees. So thank you for letting me remind you of that.